President-elect extends hands of friendship to Nigerian workers. Governor Udom Emmanuel promises better welfare package to Akwa Ibom State workers as they celebrate Workers' Day. Plus, May Day stakeholders appraise the relationship between workers and state government. Hello and a happy Workers' Day celebration. My name is Evelyn Badu Epo with the news. This broadcast is reaching live on Star Times channel 103 and also our Facebook and social and YouTube platforms. You can log in to watch us. The President-elect Bola Tinubu has extended his hands of friendship to the Nigerian workers through the two central labor unions, Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, as Nigeria celebrates the Workers' Day. President-elect Tinubu acknowledged today as a special day in most parts of the world to salute and honor the working people whose hard work and sweat continue to oil the wheel of human progress and advancement. In a statement he issued personally, Tinubu promised that when sworn in as the president of the country, the workers will find him a dependable ally and co-laborer in the fight for social and economic justice for all Nigerians, including all the working people. The president-elect said his plans for better welfare and working conditions, which are clearly spelled out in his renewed hope agenda for a better Nigeria, is a covenant born of conviction and one he has prepared to keep. Bola Tinubu promises that when he has the honor and privilege to lead from May 29, workers will not only have a minimum wage, but what he calls a living wage to have a decent life and provide for their families. He said every man, one in Nigeria, is not just a public holiday to commemorate the contributions and sacrifices of workers to the well-being of the country, but also serve both as a celebration of the rights of workers to dignity, decent wages and decent living, and more importantly, it is a testament to the critical role the labor movement plays in the march towards a stronger, united, and more prosperous nation. Similarly, the People's Democratic Party has saluted Nigerian workers as they celebrate this year's Workers' Day with their counterparts across the world. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, in a statement, commended Nigerian workers for their resilience, loyalty, and patriotism in serving their fatherland. It charged Nigerian workers to use their strength and pivotal position in the country to protect and defend the nation's constitutional democracy at all times. Meanwhile, Akwa Ibom State government in the past 8 years has ensured a steady flow of welfare package of workers and hopes to sustain the trend. Governor Udom Emmanuel gave this assurance at the 2023 International Workers' Day held at Ibom Hall Ground, Uyo. Kelvin Samu reports.
To mark the day, workers across the state gathered with the hope and expectations of having their problems addressed. As usual, labor leaders took turns to appraise the relationship between workers and employers of labor in the state, especially over the past 8 years, since this will be the last in the administration of Udom Emmanuel while presenting their areas of concern.
We will continue in this shared vision to create social space where workers' rights shall continually be respected and decent work agenda fully complied and implemented.
TUC thanks His Excellency for the good effort you have made to combat insecurity, to maintain peace in our state.
Governor Emmanuel Wai appreciating workers for their continuous support that has led to the stability of his government assures of better days ahead.
So gradually, gently, we will attend to all your prayers, because prayers must come every year. And we keep attending to your prayers. The same way you pray to God every day. God has his own reason for answering you step by step. But the reason we are answering you step by step is because we are limited by the resources. And because we are human beings. Human beings are all limited. We know that without you, no program of government will see the light of day. We'll work with you, we'll prioritize your welfare, and we'll ensure that we continue to have a good working relationship between government and the labor.
The 2023 International Workers' Day has as its theme Workers' Right and Socio-Economic Justice. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
And still on the Workers' Day celebration, Akwa Ibom State, Kelvin Samuel is standing by for stakeholders' appraisal of government and workers' relationship for the past 8 years. Over to you, Kelvin.
This is the venue of the 2023 International Workers' Day taking place here at the Ibomho ground, Akwa Ibom State.
The national and state anthem signaled the commencement of the 2023 International Workers' Day, while goodwill messages were received from different stakeholders, most of whom are of the opinion that Governor Udom Emmanuel has done exceedingly well for the workers and the state.
Today we commemorate the numerous achievements of the labor struggle across the globe and salute the courage and resilience of the workers in offering themselves selflessly over the years to the expansion of the frontiers of progress and development of the service, states, and the nation.
Have demonstrated goodwill in keeping their promises of ensuring a good environment for labor to thrive and for workers to endure and do their job.
Clearly and certainly, all demands have not been met because we've not reached El Dorado. But certainly, the needle has moved significantly from where it was when he picked it. And because leadership is a relay race, he will be handing over the baton with a lot of advantages to the next person who is taking over.
Without workers, they will not have an economy. So we are asking that God will strengthen them and that they will also improve themselves to keep going up, to do what they are doing better than what they used to do, than the way they used to do it before.
With the presence of different workers' unions who are already seated here, it would be wise to get to hear from some of the leaders what the situation has been for the past 8 years of the leadership of Governor Udom Emmanuel in the state, how the workers have been faring.
If you look at the numbers of issues he has been able to resolve with regards to the welfare of Akwa Ibom State workers, I think I give him a lot of excellent kudos on this.
Casualization we still have in arts and culture and even that AKBC. Permanent sites for AKBC and even like NTA, Atlantic FM. We are federal establishment, but we are serving Akwa Ibom people. It's necessary that at least once in a while he gives suspensions so that we can work better for the state.
The March past, which saw all labor unions compete favorably, ended with the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives emerge as winners, followed by the Nigerian Union of Journalists, while Ratawu took the third position.
Of course, like the Oliver Twist, the workers are still expecting more, especially from the incoming government. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
For them to lose weight. And still to come, details of Workers' Day celebration in other parts of the country when we return.
This is the dawn of a new.
Quality education of the young developing mind is not an all-comer affair, but to the diligent. This is where Tower of Ivory Schools Nigeria comes to bear. Tower of Ivory Schools Nigeria comprises of 3 elementary schools and 3 secondary schools located in secured environments equipped with the state-of-the-art modern and updated facilities. Enroll your word in any of the following schools: Tower of Ivory Schools, Edienabak; Tower of Ivory Schools, Idoro Road, Uyo; Tower of Ivory International Academy, Airport Road, Uyo, all in Akwa Ibom State; and Tower of Ivory Schools, Ada George Road, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, with boarding facilities in Edienabak and shuttle buses for pickup at Airport Road, Uyo, and Ada George Road, Port Harcourt. Admission is ongoing. For inquiries, please call 0803 386 3339, 0907 038 3573, 0907 038 3574. Email tois.contact@gmail.com. Tower of Ivory Schools Nigeria. Hope at last for quality education.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station, presents
a maiden edition of Virtual Children's Paper Presentation.
Children, can you put your thoughts together in a well-articulated pattern? All right then, submit a write-up on the given themes and stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes.
Junior category 8 to 11 years. The effect of TV cartoons on intellectual development of children. Senior category 12 to 15 years. The impact of the present economy on the education of the child.
Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. All interested schools are expected to register and submit entries on or before May 15, 2023.
Rates 20,000 naira for 5 entries per school. Venue NTA Channel 12 for Kaitinen Road, Uyo, or NTA Uyo at yahoo.co.uk.
First prize 100,000 naira, second prize 70,000 naira, and third prize 50,000 naira, plus many consolation prizes.
For inquiries, please call Ekaite on 0904 643 6412 or Kon on 0806 226 1805.
Ecom on 0818 308 1170
or Juliet on 0703 370 8102.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station.
Our children, our heritage. Support them.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. The 2023 Workers' Day has been celebrated colorfully in Kano State. Abdullahi Mustafa covered the event at the Sani Abacha Stadium, where Governor Ganduje announced a parting gift for school teachers. The report.
This is Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje's first official engagement in his last month as governor of Kano State. Apparently, the last moment he will be reviewing a Workers' Day march passed by representatives of various trade associations in Kano. A day to celebrate the roles and sacrifices of workers to nation building has been done in other parts of the country. A day described by Dr. Ganduje as that of reckoning and used it to blow the trumpet of his administration.
I take pride to mention that throughout the tenure of my administration, I have done everything possible within the limit of available governmental fiscal and financial resources to give whatever is due to the labor.
He also listed policies, initiatives and reforms by the outgoing government towards improving welfare and working conditions of civil servants. The governor also announced a parting gift to school teachers in the state.
I am pleased to announce that government has granted waiver for payment to the subscribers of the Imbogo Teachers Reserved Area Housing Scheme.
Thank you very much, sir.
Kano Council Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Kabiru Inua, thanked the governor for ensuring industrial harmony in the state. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
And away from the Workers' Day celebration, religion and the enthronement of democracy have been identified as major contributors to the loss of cultural heritage of the people of the states and the country at large. Traditional institutions say the loss of cultural practices can lead to reduced social cohesion and widespread mental health challenges, as an individual's culture is closely linked with his or her identity belonging to a community. Wisdom Jacob, who interacted with a traditional ruler, now reports.
Cultural heritage can be described as the sum total of the people's cherished arts, customs, festivals, sacred or worship sites, norms, among others. Cultural heritage, which is tangible, comprises of historical buildings, monuments, landscape and sites, while the intangible is meant for traditions, languages, traditional music, folk tales, and values which vary from country to country. The coming of Christianity, according to royal fathers, has played a vital role in the loss of one's cultural heritage, as some of the practices are considered as taboo in some localities.
I could decide to dress like a traditional ruler or like an Ibibio person, but the moment I get close to a commercial motor vehicle, where sometimes in the park an evangelist or pastor is trying to pray to commit the journey to the hands of the Western God or the Christian God, and you are going with traditional attire, you are dressing as a cultural person, you are trying to maintain your heritage, they will all leave that place. In fact, the way the evangelist will look at you, that if the tire of the vehicle flats, they may attribute it to that herbalist, that traditional man that was inside the vehicle.
Like Ekpo masquerade, which is the main culture, what Akwa Ibom's people were known for, as one of our tradition and culture. The Ekpe masquerade and many other traditional display, they are gradually diminishing.
Democracy, on the other hand, the traditional institution notes, has also contributed to the loss of traditional practices due to government policies.
I advise the incoming government to uphold our cultural heritage, to uphold, to encourage it, to promote it. But it should be done more cautiously by allowing the village heads to come in there, because it is we, the village head, that will be able to see how we can control and know who are being selected to take care of such tradition.
So the next administration, please, I am begging, they should bring back our language, they should bring back our tradition, they should immortalize people or allow us to immortalize those we want to immortalize by way of tombstone and sculptural works like that, depicting scenes, depicting things that happen. When I sing Njogu, I remember the first speaker in the Eastern House of Chiefs.
The preservation of cultural heritage can only be possible through the collaborative effort of the federal government, which is responsible for legislation. In Uyo, Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
And on sports, Nigerian shooters begin training ahead of 2024 Olympics in Paris, plus other sports news around the globe with Clement Olorutaba.
Nigeria's Golden Eaglet will face Morocco on Wednesday, 3rd of May, in Group B encounter of the ongoing Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations in Algeria. The Nduka Ngbadu-led team will have to improve on their 1-0 victory over Zambia to beat Morocco, who also triumphed over South Africa 2-0.
I think if they put their heads down and they are cool about the game, apart from Adam
Mata 40-13, with sport updates, Clement Oloruntoba.